mid-afternoon now. I've already had a nice morning with a new pal, having coffee and cake and just walking around and talking, so I didn't really film too much, but now I'm on my own. I'm gonna go to a park, maybe find a lunch, but otherwise no plans. I've kind of checked off a lot of what I want to do, so we'll just see what happens. It's kind of a humid, slightly drizzly day, so kind of limited on what I want to do, but let's go see what we find. Well, I made it to Daan Park. Because of the weather, it isn't super busy. It just seems like a giant nature area, so I'm gonna wander around. I see lots of birds, squirrels, so it's good to have a little feel of nature among the city. That is not the kind of squirrels we have at home. Ooh, hello. I think he needs a snack. It seems like there's some sort of maybe spring festival going on or happening soon. Lots of flowers and banners, and there's signs with little activity booths all over the place. I'm guessing it's starting later, or maybe it's postponed because of the weather, but it's pretty busy over here with all the activities. So I'm just kind of wandering at this point. I don't really know where I am or where I'm going, but that's okay. We'll see what we find. I have not been very good at eating on this trip, so I should find some lunch. We'll find something. It's all about the travel, is just seeing where you end up. No big plans, no big goals. That's what I love the most. So I was randomly walking through the street, and just how it happens, I found this vegetarian dumpling spot. I was just looking on Google Maps and it popped up, so I walked over, asked if they had any vegan options, and they explained to me they had a few, so I grabbed a mushroom and bamboo dumpling. We'll give it a try and see how it is. Wow, now that I've had a few bites, that is so good. I wish I'd gotten a few more. Incredible. Highly recommend it if you're in the area. You guys, it was so good I went back and got another one. This time it is red bean paste and coconut. I prefer the savory, but this is also really, really good. so I'm back in the Ximen area where my hotel is, and it's a Friday night now. It is a lot busier. It's kind of fun to see everything open and full of people though. I like it. Whew, okay, just got back from another whirlwind day of walking around and shopping and little food, lots of markets, because it's the weekend I assume. Now I'm gonna quickly tidy up a little bit, clean myself, I'm like a little sweaty, and then I'm gonna head out to get some drinks, gonna see what the nightlife is like. Good morning. It is almost 11 o'clock. Kind of took it easy after a late night last night. Headed to get some coffee and then decide what I want to do for the day. I should be resting. It's been a chaotic few days, but I'm not so good at that. Coffee acquired. Very good. It has actually walnuts in it. Gonna head off and find some breakfast. I saw a smoothie spot. We'll see if they have any vegan options. While we're walking, I thought I would give you one more tip. If you're trying to visit Taipei or Taiwan, they use the exact same plugins and wattage, it seems, for their power outlets as the US. I have had no issues plugging directly into the wall. Nothing's short-circuited. Everything's been totally fine, so really, really convenient for that. Don't forget to check the underground. Near the subway, you'll find tons and tons of shops and food. It's always underneath your feet. You just don't realize it. I just took the MRT about 20 minutes north to an area called Beitou. It seemed a little more rural. But there's some hot springs, I guess, in this area, and it looks like there's a nice park, so we're gonna go explore that. When it comes to using the MRT, you have a few options. You can purchase a card for about $3, and then you refill it and top it up, but you can only top it up with cash. So that's the only downside. You can't use your card, your credit card, to add money to it. But you can use this like a credit card at some places like 7-Eleven. They will take this as a form of payment. If you don't have any cash to top up your card, you can then purchase with your credit card a token, which is, you can use it for 24 hours nonstop or 48 hours, depending on how long you want to go for, ranging from $3 to $5. This is my last day in Taiwan. I have used all my cash up, so I wasn't able to top up my card. So I just ended up buying this token, which I'll use for 24 hours on my last day here. And I may be able to use it tomorrow morning to get to the airport. So lots of options. It's kind of hard to weigh how much cash to bring because not all places take cash. Not all places take credit card. And not all places take the pass card that I had earlier. So you just gotta figure it out. Over here is a old train station that they've restored to somewhat of a museum, and it looks like there's a bunch of booths since it's a Saturday selling goods. Let's check it out. Starting to get really hungry, and I just spotted a vegan restaurant right here, so we're gonna go pop in and get some food. I just ordered my food. I got a curry and some soup, and the staff is so kind, so sweet. It's a nice older man who speaks plenty of English. It's so sweet. I'm really excited. It looks really good. It's so nice to find just a random, fully vegan spot right next to where I am. It's just, people always think it's so hard being vegan, but when you look for it, you'll find it. It's so accessible. It can be a little tricky, it just requires a little effort. Sushi, thank you. Looks amazing. Everything is really delicious, really freshly made, really warm. Big fan. I ended up ordering the curry, the soup, and then like a smoothie. I really want to support this place. And plus, I'm starving. Well, that was perfect and delicious. The absolute best meal for hiking around, some carbs and veggies to keep me going. But let's keep on going. Let's check out these hot springs. I believe they have a full body one and then a couple that are just for like soaking your feet. We'll see which ones we find. Whoa, look at this. I don't know what that building is, but it's beautiful. So over here is the Hot Springs Museum. According to this sign, that awesome building is the public library. How cool is that? That is one of the coolest libraries I've ever seen. It's quite the line to get in to the museum. Maybe it's because Saturday, or maybe because it is just really famous and popular. Well, we're gonna have to skip that for now because I'm not waiting in that line. It's gonna keep going. Looks like we found a hot springs river, creek. You can see the steam rising, so I'm guessing it's very warm.
很烫吗？
あ、気持ちいい。
真的。
もっと暑い。
等一下，我们去那个泡脚。一定会。
So I'm sitting on these rocks and they're really, really warm and heated from the thermal water. It feels really, really good. I have my feet with the shoes off. I won't show you my feet, but it feels really, really good after so many days of walking all day long. Wow, what is happening over here? That's incredible. I've got to say, for all the amazing things I've done while in Taiwan, be it go to the geothermal area, the tea houses, going to the waterfalls, and now the thermal hot springs, almost all of it has been free. Now, I did pay a guide to take me to some of those places earlier, but theoretically you could go and pay maybe just for lunch. I can't imagine it's that much for the lantern. And I know the park with all the rocks by the beach, that was not very expensive. So this has been a very affordable trip. The food is really, really cheap, but very good. My accommodations are really minimal, but it's very cheap. And it's right central, so I can walk everywhere. The MRT, the subway, incredibly affordable. It's like less than $1 to get around a lot of the time. I am so happy with this trip. It has been amazing. I didn't know what to expect from Taiwan, but I am so impressed and cannot recommend it enough. The line to get into the public springs is now huge. Amazing. Well, I think I've had enough of this area. I'm getting pretty tired. I need to pack still to leave tomorrow, but I'm really happy with this area. This is a fun adventure. I didn't know what to expect. It kind of was out of ideas on what to do, and I'm glad I went. It was a really relaxing day of just exploring and being in nature. Yeah, I really, really liked it. So after I got back from the train, I realized I was starving and I was exhausted. So I ran back to the hotel, dropped off my stuff. I had a few places in mind to go to, but I was worried that they would only take cash, which after running around the city to 3 different places before they closed, they all only took cash. So starving, not really sure where to eat. Family Mart comes in, saves the day. So I kind of made this like hodgepodge dinner. They had these black pepper plant-based chicken nuggets, which are really, really good actually. And then this like lentil tofu dish, and they just warm it up at the convenience store, which is really, really nice. So I just did that. Now I'm back at the hotel because it is crazy outside. It is so busy. I thought Friday night was busy. It is like twice as busy on Saturday nights. Tour buses are there, along with like the weekend crowd. So I'm just sheltering in place. I need to pack. I'm trying to just like unwind a little bit because my brain is pretty exhausted, and then go to sleep early because I have to be at the airport hopefully around 8. So I'm gonna eat this, watch some YouTube, and I'll check in later. Good morning, everybody. Last night after dinner, I just packed and watched some YouTube and went to sleep because I knew I had an early flight. But my flight actually isn't until 12. I thought it was at 10. So I slept in a little. I'm just getting ready to go. I'm sad to leave. I've really loved my time here. I feel like I made really good connections with some people. I definitely want to come back though, and I highly recommend it. I feel like Taiwan isn't really high on people's lists, but I think that should change. I absolutely loved it. I have been to many places, and this was for sure top of my list. One of my favorites. Another interesting thing that a friend of mine told me is that every 3 months the government basically does a lottery, and on your receipts there's these numbers and you keep them, and if even like a few of your numbers match up, you get cash or value to spend at the convenience stores. And I guess it's enough numbers or all numbers, it's like 60,000 USD equivalent that you can withdraw or just use at the shops, which is amazing, just for spending money and saving your receipts. I thought that was really, really cool. All right, one last check to make sure I don't forget anything. Not that the room is big at all. Under the bed, in the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. Yeah, I think we're good. Well, bye apartment. You've been tiny but mighty. My time has been really lovely here. Let's get an Uber and head to the airport. It's a beautiful sunny day today too. I don't want to leave. Alright, I'm at the airport. I'll end the video here off to Hong Kong. Stick around if you want to follow that adventure. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.